Good morning. I want to share something with you today that two things that I've noticed in myself that they've been confronting to recognize for sure. I'm calling myself out on them and I am in the process of transforming them, but I want to share them because maybe you can relate. Through the whole entire of last year and this year, through the whole V experience, I haven't been worried about getting sick, but it's starting to come up in a way that's kind of disguised a little bit. So now that I am going to start to experience being around people that have had the you know what. So far I haven't, as far as I know, haven't come into contact with anybody. But thinking about starting to come into contact with people that have had it, my mind has gone off into, well, can I become unwell from them? What have they even received? What could they be giving off? Can that affect me? Now, energetically is going to be a different answer to that question, but physically, let's just stay in the realm of physical right now. That actually is the same question, just in different words, to having been worried about getting unwell in the first place. It's my ego, fear, dressed up in different clothing and turning it around and asking it from the other side, which ego so often does. Ego will do this side and then ego will do that side, and you can think that that is actually intuition or higher guidance. So you can think, oh, maybe there's something in that and we all need to protect ourselves. So the group that were worried about becoming unwell all last year are now happily getting the you know what, and they're starting to calm down. They're feeling more empowered by that. They're feeling like, okay, now I'm protected. What we don't really want to move into is now having the group that was not worried about that now worried about the effect of the people who've had the you know what affecting us physically in some way, and we start to have to, now we're the ones that are spiraling into fear and worry and how we're going to protect ourselves. And the other thing is that I started to fall into the thinking of, I don't really want to be around that. And I had to stop that quickly, because that is me fully buying into the narrative of a them and us. And it alarms me. It alarms me when I see it, when I'm reading things about, passports and all sorts of things. That is such a divided them and us narrative, and I'm buying it hook, line and sinker and giving it my power beautifully if I start to unfollow everybody that's had it, don't want to be around people that have had it. I'm just coming at it from the other side, but it's exactly the same energy. It's actually the same narrative, just kind of with, different detail. So I'm putting a stop to that. I am withdrawing my energy, my thoughts, my power from anything that is a them and us narrative and a them and us mentality. And if I want to live in a world where choices are respected, where we are all sovereign beings, then I have to lead by example. I have to set the tone on that, and I need to, in order to experience that world, I need to hold that vibration. And so that means respect all round, respect for people's choices, and not buying into that mentality and that narrative of them and us. I hope hearing this is helpful to you. If it sparks, if you're starting to recognize some of that in yourself, let me know, because it'd be interesting to know about whether all of us who weren't worried about the V are now kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit from being worried about the people who have had the you know what. Much love.